Hello YouTube, Jedemiah 2005 here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Iron Man Mark 6 from Iron Man 2. So we get the very first Marvel S.H. Figuart, and it is Tony Stark. Who does not love Robert Downey Jr.? And this is from the end of 2 when he's got his arc reactor going like crazy, and it's working properly. So what we have here is the Iron Man 2, right? That's the movie it's from. We got the Marvel logo, and then his name Iron Man Mark 6, 6 in Roman numerals, and then when the name turns to Japanese, Iron Man Mark 6, and they put the 6 in the Arabic numeral. There's the figure there. You got the little targeting thing on the front of the plastic window. See him on the side of the name, right? Name again on this side, on the back. We see him with his buddy War Machine. He will be the next video. And we do have these gimmicks and effect parts to show him, like, it looks like he look he's flying. It's also, he can be used as, I guess, firing effects. And they're just showing you texture and quality. And look, you can make him do that pose that he always does, like, every 10 minutes, because that's a thing. So let's take him out the box and see what we get. What we've got here is, we've got these. And actually, I think these are supposed to be just for flying effect. The other, like, War Machines are rocket attacks, but whatever. So we got hands. We got these parts that you can use to make it look like he's flying, and then like these jet booster parts that these go on the feet, and these are for his hands. So let's take a look. We'll get him out. Take a look at the actual figure. I'm excited about this. Here he is. He has a good bit of heft to him. I love that about him already. Let's take a look. We'll do it a little differently, if I can stop stuttering, than I do my normal figure. We're going to look at him first, and I'm going to do the other stuff as we come to it. So here's Iron Man, right? He's got the very recognizable Iron Man red helmet with the golden mask. All right. He does have some head articulation right there. Very little, but he does have some. He's got his chest armor, obviously. The arms with the shoulder pads that will flip up. Arm articulation is really nice here. He's got his hands. Now this piece right here comes off and you plug it in to any of the other hands you switch out, which we'll take a look at since we're going to do that. The body armor, right? He's got all his articulation. He can bend, and because when he flies, you're gonna curve him up some. So he can move any which way, and you can see it looks real nice and looks like the suit's actually moving. The legs, the leg armor, right? The knees, the feet, right? And the double knee looks really good. I mean, this thing really looks like the suit a lot. I love it. Right, and then the back, these are the pieces. Those and these right in here are what you're going to pull out for the flying effect. And then he does have pegs in there for the feet. And actually, we'll take a look at the feet pieces right now. So basically, it's just this kind of like a flame, like a rocket flame, and they will plug in just like this. Right, he's got two. And you can see they go in very easily. I'm putting like no effort into pushing them in. Right, so that's a sound effect I'm doing. It doesn't actually make that noise, but I'm like a little kid. So it does that. You can get a Tamashi stage and have him held up that way. And then the pieces for his back, right? Let me go ahead and we're going to stick him right here. He's going to face away in shame for a moment. Okay. So this is one of the pieces, right? And what's going to happen is, let me make sure I grab the right one because I don't want to put it on the wrong side of the, like a doofus. We're gonna pull this out, right, very carefully, and then it will just plug in like this to his back. Okay, so that took a level of force I was not expecting to have to expend, but you put a little effort behind it, right? You push it in. That's one side. I'm not going to do both. You can imagine the other side how it looks, and then for the back part of his leg, right, it's this piece down here. If I can get my nail under it enough to pull it out. All right, so you got this right here, And then what this does, this is just going to slide in straight, right? And so it looks like this. And it's like the panel's lifted up, and he shoots forward. Okay. So let's go ahead. We're going to put those other parts back. Okay, so now we're going to go out and change out a couple of hands. So we're going to pull the wrist off, and like I said before, we're going to go ahead and pull this piece off the top of the wrist. Alright, off the top of the hand, rather. Okay. And then I want to get one of these, like the open hands. Okay. And you can see it's got this little piece in there to plug it into. So I'm going to plug that in, and I'm going to put it on his wrist. Okay. And then we're going to... Alright, he can either be waving, or he can just be like he's about ready to blast you. He could be saying, "Hi, Rhodey. What's up? What's up, bro?" And let's see. The other thing is he does have where are they? These hands. These hands right here. That right. You stick them behind him when he's flying, and you can put these things on him, and he's, you know, shooting out exhaust, I guess, out of his hands. And then they have even longer ones. Right. For whatever reason. So that's something else we have for that. You know, for the flying effect. So that's pretty neat. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just pose him in a kind of an action stance. He's angry right now. He's trying to fight off a bunch of robots. That's what Tony Stark does. I don't know why he's lunging forward, but that's offensive to somebody. Let's see. All right, so I decided to put his hands like this. He's getting ready. Right, he's maybe got robots on a couple of sides of him. He's about to do some damage. I'm gonna let me bring this hand out here, and he's about to blast some bad guys. So he's pretty cool. I really like this figure a lot. I love Iron Man. I love the movie, and I do love having this figure. I can definitely say, if you like the character, to get it. The next thing we are going to take a look at, next video, will be War Machine, his buddy. So that's always something great to have, is the two of them together. But yeah, I do love this. I wish they'd have some of the other suits, the 2 and the 3. Well, the 2 is just a, unbulky War Machine. But the 5, the suitcase suit, the 3 from the end of the first movie, you can have a whole Hall of Armor set get up in beautifully articulated Figuarts. So that would be nice. The one for the Avengers with the Mark 7 actually is in a Figma, because somehow Figma had the license to do the figures for the original Avengers movie, which I do need to get that. So you can have a 6 and a 7 there. But that's pretty cool. So until next time, which is, like I said, War Machine, so 3-4 times now. Check out our podcast, RevolutionRambles.com. Read the latest Toku news and discussions about anything and everything in the craziest way possible. Thumbs up, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.